Hello, everybody. Good Friday morning to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's great to see you today on Coffee with the Pastor. I want to talk to you just for a few minutes today about something that is controversial to some degree, and it really shouldn't be controversial, but in some circles it is. And that involves your money, your money, my money, your money. It takes money to pay the bills and to bring home the bacon. It takes money to live life. And so the Bible addresses your money. You know, we have faith and we believe God's going to supply our needs. We have faith and believe and pray that God will take care of our financial crisis and all of that. And the Lord is good. He's very good. He comes through for us. He supplies our need. But do you know also we're obligated to the Lord? We are. We're obligated to the Lord financially. Malachi chapter 3, verse number 8. Will a man rob God? Can you imagine? I thought God owned the cattle on 1,000 hills and all that. He don't need my money. Well, it says right here, will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me, because ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? Where have we robbed you? God, we robbed you? How? It says right here, verse 8, in tithes and offerings. And so because you've robbed God, ye are cursed. Ye are cursed. With a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. So, verse 10 says, bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house. And prove me now, herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven, and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. And verse 11 says, if you'll do tithes, if you'll give tithes and offering, if you give back to God what's his, then God says here, I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes. So, if you don't pay your tithes, if you don't give an offering, guess what? There's going to be a devourer that comes along and snatches it up anyway. That's just the way it is. There'll be a bill. There'll be a car breakdown. There'll be a financial situation that's going to require that. If you don't give it to the Lord, then the devourer is going to come and he's going to snatch that up anyway. My pastor, Dennis Anderson, tells a story of a man who was really going through tough times financially. He didn't even have a job. He was just struggling. He was making a little money on the side. He had a side gig going on. And so he come to his pastor, this man did, says, hey man, I'm barely surviving. I'm barely making it here. I just want you to know, pastor, I can't afford to pay tithes. And the pastor says, I understand you're struggling. I understand all that. But if you will give God what's rightly his, if you'll give God what's rightly his, he'll bless you. The man says, okay, I'll do it, pastor. And so he began to give tithes, 10% of his increase. And so in time, God began to bless him. The devourer was rebuked, and God began to bless him. And he got a better job. He got more money. To the point where in time, he was making six figures. And so then he come back to the pastor and says, you know, pastor, boy, you know, at first I was paying, you know, $100 a month, and then I was paying $1,000 a month, and now that's increased a whole lot. I really just can't afford to pay tithes. Really? After God has brought you so far, and then you get to that point where you don't feel like you can pay tithes. The pastor says, remember when you come to me years ago and you were struggling even to make ends meet, and now you're doing quite well. God's blessed you. You can't afford not to pay tithes. If you'll pay your tithes and you'll give offering, God will bless you. So you can't afford not to pay your tithes. God bless you. Have a great weekend.